Yeah, it's a different show. It's a show that's paid, homage to both Vampire Diaries and the originals, but is its own entity. And Hope has changed quite a lot from the originals, and from 15 to 17, a lot has happened. So she definitely takes kind of a new role than she ever has before.
A new role as in she's really coming into her powers and understanding them, or
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I don't know if Hope will ever feel fully comfortable in who she is because there's so much going on, and her nature is always telling her to do evil and to do wrong. So she's constantly fighting those inner demons that are telling her to be evil and just to succumb. But the show is really all about choosing to be good in the face of evil, and how these young beings they are kind of born to be monsters, and it explores how they can be, do good in the world.
who's helping her most on this journey?
I don't think Hope has a whole lot of people who really understand, and even in her family, I think she has always kind of felt like a little bit of an outcast because no one understands what it feels like to be this tribrid. So I think she deals with a lot on her own and tries to take responsibility and deal with everything on her own. And since certain things have happened in this season of the originals, and since then, I think she kind of pushes people away, and due to dramas and things that have happened. So I think she handles a lot on her own. Yeah.
She not only has these supernatural powers, she's also growing into a woman. So she's dealing with that too.
Right.
So how are you
Right.
portraying that?
Yeah, I mean, I think season 5 kind of shocked a lot of the fans with Hope because like she was always this sweet girl who would draw in her bedroom, and that's who she was. But when season 5 came and she was a 15-year-old girl, not only battling like being hormonal and becoming like a young woman for the first time, and but she's also battling this immense power that's inside of her. So I did really enjoy playing kind of the messier side of her because teenagers are not perfect at all, and they are messy, and it's a lot of self-discovery, and you make a lot of mistakes. So I really enjoyed playing that part of her. Yeah, and I think that does continue into Legacies a little bit too. But the show does have a younger vibe to it, and a high school tone to it. If that makes sense. So.
Who are some of the students that she's going to meet there?
Yeah, so you have Lizzie and Josie Saltzman, Alaric's kids. You have, I can talk about this now because we just did the panel and so everyone was released. We have a character named Landon Kirby, who she will be meeting. A character named Raphael, a character named MG, who's like a loving vampire. And and of course just people along the way, I think. So I think that's all I can say about it.
Is there anything about her at this point in her life that you really enjoy portraying?
I can put this down. She's not there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've been holding it. Are there things about her that I enjoy portraying? You said?
Like, is there something in particular that you really like to delve into and enjoy about her?
Yes, I really love the fact that the show is Legacies does have a very strong female lead, and for me, playing Hope, I mean, I don't really relate to her in a lot of ways because I'm not supernatural. But I am a girl who was much more mature for her age and had a strong will and is a little sassier and wittier. So I really kind of fell into her shoes in that sense that I really love to play, and we're definitely going to explore some more of that in Legacies.
A new best friend as well. Is that part of you? People dying.
Yes. Do you need me to talk into this when I talk to you? Okay. Sure. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I think that because there are a lot of people who have died and who have, really left an impact on her, with their deaths. I think that she wants to push people away because she's afraid of love and afraid of getting close to anyone because she thinks that anytime she does, she just will. It'll blow up in her face, and I think she blames herself a lot for certain things that have happened. So I don't know. I don't know if anytime soon she'll have a friend. I really want her to have a friend, though. I really do. Rooting for it.
With fact that she's this hybrid of all these things. Are you going to do a lot of action scenes at all in the originals, or is it more?
In the originals or in
I'm
Legacies?
sorry, Legacy.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. I know there's so many shows. I know. Well, we did Matt and I, we did a fight sequence the other day, and which was a lot of fun. And so it's not just Hope like casting spells and blowing things up, which is kind of actiony, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, you definitely see a little more of like her werewolf nature begin to come out because she turns in episode 12, and so yeah, you definitely see some of that in Legacies, which has been so much fun.
You enjoy doing that, the physical part.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
Does she hope for a normal life also?
I of course think so. I think that that's where she gets a lot of her Aunt Rebecca in that sense. When in the originals for sure, I think she really battled with who she was and not being able to have her family around, and she blamed herself for a lot of it. So I'm sure there were many times where she wished she was just a normal 15-year-old girl. But in Legacies, you kind of start to see her take her own power back and explore all of who she is, which I think is going to be really good. It's going to be really good, especially playing her. It'll be new and a change.
Yeah. Will she be interacting with any of the Michaels?
I hope so. That's up to Julie and anyone who wants to come back. But I really do hope so. I don't want her Michelson roots to ever be lost. So and I don't think they will. I think that who Hope is very Michelson and also Marshall from her mother. So that will never be lost, no matter if there are characters who come back or don't.
Yeah. What will her support system look like in this movie? Because she's always like, we've always seen her with her family, her mother, her like aunt, and everything like that. How is her support system going to be coming into Legacies? How is it going to be different?
Yeah, in the originals, Hope was always known as being the baby and being protected by her family. But once she got old enough to a point where they couldn't protect her anymore, I think she said, I have to protect myself. And so when we pick up in Legacies, as I've mentioned, she does push people away, and she does have a tendency to not get close to people because she's afraid. So I think she is kind of her own support system, which can be really sad and really heartbreaking for her. And you see a little bit of that, and you definitely empathize with her when we pick up in Legacies. But hopefully we'll make that transition where she can have a couple friends. I'm really rooting for Hope to have friends. Like, really.
Is most of the action and stuff going on just in the school, or is there an expanded universe that we'll see her getting out into?
I think that Legacies, in the beginning at least, will focus a lot on the school, but there is definitely things that are out of the school that we will be in touch with for sure, like supernatural things we've never even seen before, and which is why I say it's a show of its own kind, because we've never explored what's outside of the Vampire Diaries world, basically. So it definitely explores that a lot.
How much do you know about what she's actually going to develop into? Which powers are going to emerge the most and whatever?
I know about 3 episodes in. I know that she will definitely be fighting some of her own demons and outer demons, and trying to connect with people, and also kind of coming into her own. And I hope to see her at her full tribrid power. Yes.
Thank you
Thank
so
you guys.
much.